Dude, how do people actually believe that Paddy Pimblett has a chance against Ilia Topuria? How do you believe that? I understand that it's the fight game. Anything can happen. Of course, Paddy's got very good jiu-jitsu skills. He's got a good ground game. He has excellent ground and pound. We saw that against Michael Chandler. And to be fair, Pimblett has very much shown improvements throughout his UFC career. Without question. Without question. But given what we've seen from Paddy thus far in his career, he stands like a damn scarecrow in there, chin up in the air, waiting to be tagged, waiting for that thing to be sent into the damn rafters, and he's just supposed to go in there and beat the pound-for-pound top fighter in the sport right now, in Ilia Topuria. Are you out of your mind? Seriously, are you out of your mind? And at first, I'm like, Pimblett, hot off the press, the UFC, right? Dana White's like, I don't know why it happened. I got so mad, or whatever the hell he said, that Pimblett went in there for the face-off. He's not mad. He's not mad after he sees the views that this thing got on YouTube, on ESPN's account. This thing's buzzing. This thing's popping. It's popping like some popcorn in the back. Pop, pop, pop. People are wanting to see this fight. It's a huge fight. Without question, it's a big fight. And I feel like it shouldn't happen next, right? We got Armin waiting in the wings, right? And that's the fight that should happen, but Dana's like, it ain't going to be Armin. It ain't going to be Gaethje. I don't know why Pimblett was in there for the face-off. So who the hell is it going to be? Who's it going to be, bald man? Because Islam's not coming back to 55. I've been saying that. I just, when fighters move up a weight class, especially when you commit to the move properly, given at where Islam is at in his career, going after that second title, I just don't necessarily see him wanting to make the cut, which was already hard, to come back down to 155 pounds. Maybe he does, but it's not going to be for a while because he's going to 170 first. And Ilia took no damage. First round KO, flatline Charles. So Ilia, he could be in there before the end of the year, early next year. And this Paddy fight, you got the promo. These guys got beef from, back when they fought on the same card. You little fat. Throw the sanitizer at Ilia or whatever the hell happened. You do fucking nothing, lad, yeah? Whatever Paddy was saying. What the fuck are you talking about, lad? You little sausage. He's always got something to say, right? He's entertaining on the mic. There's no question. He could help build the fight up. Him versus Ilia, they don't like each other. Paddy's going on Eric Nixick's podcast, talking about how he's going to beat up Ilia Topuria. What the hell was Charles' game plan? Then we got Paddy's coach out there on Submission Radio. Oh, yeah, Paddy, he's got all the skills. Look at what Charles did. And dude, it's ludicrous. And I understand that. Look, a fighter and their coach and their team, of course they're going to be confident. Of course they're going to be confident. What the hell are they supposed to say? We'll take the fight against Ilia. We'll go in there and we'll just get knocked the fuck out, man. Like, that's not what they're going to say. Of course they're going to be confident. This is the fight game. You got to be confident. You got to have that swag. You got to let your balls hang, man. But let's be real here. Paddy Pimblett was getting tagged on the feet against Luigi, whatever the hell his last name was. Getting tagged, got rocked, right? And I know fighters improve, right? Because you could be like, well, Jai Herbert knocked Ilia Topuria down, almost KO'd him, right? Jai Herbert, I've been saying, is actually a really good striker. Snappy, whippy techniques, right? And he timed the right hand perfectly. Okay, so he landed something. Paddy Pimblett got outboxed and destroyed by Jared Gordon, lost the damn fight, but they somehow gave Paddy the win. Like I said, if you're like, oh man, because I fell into that a little bit. It's like, oh, well, Paddy's got a good ground game. He's a big guy for the lightweight division, right? Similar frame to a guy like Charles. Likes to sit on the back foot, play the kicking game from range. That chin is standing straight up in the air, waiting to be sent into the rafters, dude. Waiting to be sent into the rafters. Ilia Topuria's got the launch codes, dude. He's like, beep, 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 beep. Target acquired. Here comes that missile right hand. Here comes the left hook, right hook, uppercut, shoulder roll. Paddy Pimblett ain't ready for that. He's not, and that's okay. Right? He's a young guy, right? He, steps up in competition as you go. This is way too much too soon, dude. And of course, it's a big fight, so the UFC's probably going to look to book it 100%, and it will be exciting because of the trash talk, the banter. It's got all of it. But in terms of what we would see in the octagon, the fight ain't close, dude. It's not. It's not at all. You're getting outboxed and destroyed by Jared Gordon. Paddy Pimblett is allergic to a damn left hook. Go back and watch 1 minute of this dude's fights and come back to reality, please. The fight ain't close, and I want to see competitive, good fights in the division. I want to see Paddy beat someone like Justin Gaethje first, a dangerous guy who, he's, not exactly maybe who he once was, but he's still super dangerous. He causes a car wreck. Let's see how Paddy handles a guy like that. We're going to put him in there with the guy that is right now, according to the UFC rankings, the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the sport. The most elite boxer in UFC history, like I've been saying. With phenomenal takedown defense, outstanding grappling skills, where Paddy excels. Oh, well, he's big. He's a big, tall guy, man. He's big. He's got strength. The hell? Who cares? What did that do for Charles? He walked right into range and got slept by that freaking missile that came flying from across. Boom. Knocked him out. Paddy's getting hit by Jared Gordon missiles. Well, those aren't even missiles. They're like half missiles compared to what the hell Ilia would be throwing. He's getting rattled around and rocked by Luigi. The guy from Mario. Dude, like this fight, it's crazy because I have a feeling they're going to book this fight. And Paddy's out there talking a big game. His coach is talking a big game and they're criticizing Charles' game plan. And we get it. It wasn't very brilliant of Charles. What the hell? We know Charles fights like that. That's why we were all picking Ilia. That's what makes Charles Charles. He's got excellent jiu-jitsu, aggressive Muay Thai, going to move into range. He actually shot a good takedown, landed a good elbow. Right, he had a few moments, right? It wasn't like Charles, he got knocked the hell out and did get destroyed, but there were a few things going on there. Paddy will get absolutely murked in the first round, dude. And he's a long-rangey guy. So when you're long and rangy, of course you can land some shots and things like that, but this fight's not close. It isn't. I don't know why the UFC, well, I do know why, right? Because he pulled out, and screwed up UFC 311, Arman Tsarukyan. That's the fight that I want to see, Ilia versus Arman. This Paddy Pimblett nonsense, he hasn't earned a title shot. But when you got beef with the now champion, that we've seen that catapult, guys. Paddy's got a name. People want this fight. Ilia's been saying, I don't like this guy, right? And if you're going to put me in there with Charles, it's hard because it's respect, but you put me in there with Pimblett, I don't like him. Calls him the pimple, right? I get the hype, and I would be excited. I'm not going to lie, I would be excited, right? Because of the banter and all those kinds of things. You got history. I can see it up there now, Paddy. You do nothing, lad. What the fuck you talking about, lad? Gonna start you. Take you back, strangle you, mate. I can see it now. And then Ilia, shut the fuck up. It would be fun, no question. This fight is not close. It isn't. And it's too soon for Paddy Pimblett. And in terms of the business side of things, I would love to see Ilia knock Paddy Pimblett the hell out. I can't stand Paddy. I picked him to beat Michael Chandler. I figured he was going to be able to. I didn't think he would make it look that impressive. So to be fair game to Paddy, it was a very impressive performance. I'd love to see him get starched by Ilia Topuria. 100%. The shots to the body, the way that Ilia would mix this thing up, a nice stiff jab. Paddy doesn't move his head. Be like a Pez dispenser. Bunk, bunk. And then here comes the right hand, left hook to the body, drops his ass, puts him out. Ilia would out-grapple him. Mark my words. If it happens, Ilia will beat him everywhere other than the kicking game. That's it. It's the only thing that Paddy has an advantage over. But if Ilia gets that calf kick going, that'll be a real issue for Paddy. I'm telling you right now, man, this fight ain't close. Paddy is no way near ready to fight someone like Ilia Topuria.